President Trump was asked if missing Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi is dead.
It certainly looks that way to me. It's very sad. It certainly looks that way.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said he advised the president to give Saudi Arabia until the end of the week to explain what happened.
There are lots of stories out there about what has happened. We just are going to allow the process to move forward, allow the facts to unfold.
But there's enough evidence so far that Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, after growing outrage, is now pulling out of a Saudi investment conference. Tonight, U.S. intelligence officials tell NBC News they believe Khashoggi was clearly killed in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul and that it is inconceivable Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman was not aware or at some level involved. One of the Crown Prince's bodyguards, seen in an image released today by a Turkish newspaper, entering the consulate hours before Khashoggi walked in. The focus now, where is the body? And is it still in Turkey? Turkish police are investigating whether the alleged killers dismembered Khashoggi's body here and spread it around the country. A Turkish official tells NBC News 2 locations are under scrutiny. But where? We're on our way to one place we're told the police have their eye on. This wooded area outside Istanbul is called the Belgrade Forest. It's fairly isolated, over 13,000 acres. And police tell us they have surveillance video of a Saudi diplomatic car in the area after Khashoggi's disappearance. Saudi officials continue to say they don't know what happened to Khashoggi. Richard Engel, NBC News, Istanbul.
For analysis on these developments, I'm joined by journalist Christina Jovanovski from Istanbul. Christina, thanks for being with us. Now we're hearing that this investigation has been extended. What's the latest on that?
Well, another location that they're going to be looking at is an area outside of the town of Yalova. That's about 90 kilometers outside of Istanbul. It would take about an hour and a half drive from the city. They'll be looking at a farm or villa for the remains of this journalist. They also reportedly are looking at soil and water samples from their searches from the consulate and the consulate residents, looking for DNA of this journalist. And reportedly, they said that they had found many samples, not necessarily of DNA. We don't know that yet, but many samples that they're looking into.
But Christina, the case against Saudi Arabia seems to be getting stronger by the day. But are there any signs that the international community is going to be responding to these developments?
Yes, and they have already. The French President Emmanuel Macron said that he's going to currently be suspending visits to Saudi Arabia, official ones. Already, the finance minister has canceled a visit to the forum next week that was being hosted by the Crown Prince. That came along with cancellations from high-profile, very large companies such as Uber, the New York Times. Macron had said that he had made this decision alongside Germany, the UK, and Netherlands. This will be a good sign for Turkey. These are important EU countries, especially Germany, France, the Netherlands. Turkey has close ties to them, and as well as UK, a lot of business. So it's a good sign that Turkey is getting this backing from its allies, of course, in Ankara. That would be the view from the Turkish government.